Brown's insider turns heads about Shedeur Sanders. And also, Shedeur Sanders has that it factor. That's what the Brown insider said about Shedeur Sanders. We getting ready to talk about it all right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor, do me a solid. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hype the video, share the video, and join the membership. Anything that you do to support this broadcast is highly appreciated. Once again, let's get this show started. Let's go.
You gotta understand, like, everybody has a job, bro. Like, it's like social media, so it's about insights, it's about clicks, it's about like a lot of different things. Can you even be mad that that's what they want to do? You can't be mad because that is their job description. Right and wrong is for them to judge within themselves.
Browns insider, beat writer Mary Kay Catton was on a podcast, on the Orange and Brown podcast, talking about the quarterback situation between Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson, because that's the word on the street that it's going to be a battle in camp this upcoming season. But Mary Kay went on and said these words right here. Shedeur Sanders has that it factor when it comes to that quarterback position, and that will give him a chance to be week one starter for the Cleveland Browns. Because you got to remember, that's one of the traits that the new head coach, Todd Monken, said that he was looking for in a quarterback. Well, Mary Kay also went on and said these words right here about Shedeur Sanders. Listen up closely, and this is the word that she said. I think another thing that we haven't talked about a bunch yet is that Todd Monken mentioned the it factor, and he is looking for traits in a quarterback. And I think that's one thing that Shedeur established last year. I think he showed that he has the it factor, that he gets in a zone when the game is on the line. He aggressive and he accurate, and the most part about Shedeur, he's tough. And he showed that during 3 games this season, as she went on to say. She said in the first game when they put him out there, Shedeur led the team in a comeback after he struggled in the first part of the game. He threw that ball down there to Dan Laboratory in the end zone, but hey, he just dropped the pass, and if he had caught that pass, that would have been a touchdown for the win for Shedeur Sanders in his debut. Well, there's another game that she went on to say about Shedeur Sanders is when he played Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans. Shedeur went out there and lit them up. You hear me? Shedeur went out there and put on a show. I'm telling you, he put on a show. They were battling. Cam Ward was battling. Shedeur was battling. One was drafted in the first round, and Shedeur was drafted in the 5th round. And they put on a show. Just like Mary Kay said, hey, Shedeur led the team in a comeback, but Kevin Stefanski took Shedeur off the field on the last drive after they scored a touchdown to go for a 2-point conversion, and we saw what happened on that play. Yeah, that didn't go good. So that's one of the traits that she was talking about when Shedeur led the team back. And the last game was the last game of the season, when things weren't going well with Shedeur at that quarterback position because of the offensive line. Shedeur Sanders still led them down the field on the last drive so that field goal kicker could kick the winning field goal, and they walked off the field with the win. Those are some statements that Mary Kay said during the podcast. So let's listen to Mary Kay talk about Shedeur Sanders having that it factor on her podcast. Mary Kay.
Todd Monken mentioned the it factor when he is looking for traits in a quarterback. And I think that's one thing that Shedeur established last year. And of course, he did that in college too. But even at this level, I think he showed that he has the it factor, that he gets in the zone when the game is on the line, and he's aggressive and he's accurate and he's tough. The very first time that he got out on the field and he was playing against the Baltimore Ravens, and it did not start out well at all. He had to get the jitters out and the butterflies out. But on that final drive, he took them down there. He hit Harold Fannin on a really nice pass over the middle. And then he put the ball in the hands of Gage Larvidan. And he put the ball right in his hands, and it got broken up. But had that been caught, they're winning that football game. So no matter what happened before, he did exactly what he needed to do to win the game in his very first time out, never having had a snap with the first team before. Same thing happened against the Tennessee Titans. When push came to shove on that final drive, he takes them right down there, and he has an opportunity to tie that football game, but they took him off the field for that 2-point play in the end. And then it kind of got screwed up. It just did not go well. And you had your hot-handed quarterback off the field on that play. And then you go down to Cincinnati in the season finale, and the chips are down and the game is on the line. And he took them down and put the game-winning field goal on the board. He went down there and he did what he needed to do to help win that game.
He's just very calm in those moments, and he doesn't force things. So if you can already check that box, that's not a bad start.
Right. I mean, he has shown flashes of doing some really incredible things and making some really, really great throws. And he's done it without having very much talent around him and with having a very challenged and banged up offensive line. And once again, with having no first team reps with any of the starters until he had to go out and start a football game against the Las Vegas Raiders. And in big moments, I thought he really shined. I thought he really did show that he has the potential to be a quality NFL starter.
As Mary Kay talking about Shedeur Sanders having that it factor, something that the head coach, Todd Monken, has said that he's looking for in a quarterback. And we all know that Shedeur Sanders have that it factor. Yeah, he got that it factor. Sometimes he can be struggling in the game, but hey, he will figure that thing out. And at the last minute, it clicks. And he just lock in. And we all know how it will turn out. Shedeur Sanders just needs some help, y'all. He needs some help. And if he gets some help, oh man, it's on, y'all. It's on. Now, there's another podcast that I was listening at on 92.3, Daryl, and they had a guest on now, and he was letting them know he think that Shedeur Sanders should be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Let's listen to this segment, and when I get back, we'll talk about it, and we'll end the show. 92.3, the fan in Cleveland.
Malik Willis, his name continues to come up every day, and I see two factions when it comes to the fans. One is, oh yeah, let's pounce on him. The two games we saw of him last year in big moments, he came through with flying colors. Then there's most of the other faction, which is,
right.
What? How could this? Why not just run it back with Shedeur? Where are you on this?
Right now I'm running back with Shedeur.
That's 92.3, the fan, talking about, hey, Shedeur Sanders should be the starting quarterback. He at least should be given a shot. I don't see why. They got the whole offseason to prepare Shedeur with the number one offensive team for the Cleveland Browns this year, and let's ride this whole year out in 2026. If they do that without changing quarterbacks during the middle of the season, I guarantee you Shedeur will be their starting quarterback and their future quarterback, their franchise quarterback going forward. Because I don't believe Todd Monken's going to do what Kevin Stefanski been doing for the last 2 years. Changing quarterback every 4 games. Man, Todd Monken trying to win. He know this is his first shot at being a head coach, and this going to be his last shot being a head coach because of his age. If he go out there, and I'm telling you, Todd Monken want to win. He done told you. We got an opportunity to take advantage and take off with the defense that we got. Barry done told you that. We got the defense. We think we got the top 3 defense in the NFL. Only thing they got to do now, fix the offensive line and get them a wide receiver or 2. And they can take off. Take advantage of this opportunity because I'm telling you, if they do that, the Cleveland Browns going to win their division, y'all. I'm here to tell you. If not, they going to make the wild card this year. They're going to be a playoff team this year. You can bet that. Todd Monken bring his knowledge for as the offensive side of the ball. And they got to put that plan in for Shedeur. And Shedeur get better. Yeah. He can't get no worse. Shedeur will get better up under Todd Monken. That's what Todd Monken do. Develop young players, and especially at that quarterback position. University of Georgia, he took a walk-on, Stetson Bennett, and won 2 national championships. Stetson Bennett is now the bag-up quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams. When he first got to Baltimore with Lamar Jackson never threw for 4,000 yards before until Todd Monken got there, and he ended up winning the MVP. Now he got a chance to develop Shedeur and put Shedeur on the map. You hear me? Yeah, put him on the map. But why? Just like Mary Kay says, Shedeur got that it factor. He got that it factor. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Shedeur Sanders will be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns in 2026. You can take that to the bank because you heard it right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor. Do me a solid. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. And if you like to support the broadcast in any other kind of way, simply join the membership. Join the membership. Anything that you do would be highly appreciated. Once again, thank you for watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. Until next time, peace.